Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode of Scan Talk. This is episode 11. In the past, we've done episodes about hockey players, baseball players, tattoo artists, piercings, musicians, bartenders, financial advisors. However, this is a little bit different of an episode, but an episode I think you're going to enjoy. To start off, I would like to thank Fusco's for allowing us to do this podcast. As you can tell, they've been in business since 1957. All natural flavors, water ice. I'm on my second lemon water ice. It's incredible. Earlier I tried the espresso ice cream. It's incredible. No fake preservatives. It's all natural stuff. It's located at 3926 Kirkwood Highway, Wilmington, Delaware. 4th generation, and like I said, the company's been around since 1957 and stuff. All right, so now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the episode. I have my good friend here, my buddy Moose.
How you doing there, brother?
All right, appreciate you coming.
Been a hell of a couple weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Hell of a couple weeks.
Eagles played pretty well this year, right?
That's what I hear, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I hear. I think we went to a parade a little over a week ago.
So we went last Friday.
I think that's what that shing thing was.
I was waiting for the mummers to come by. I couldn't figure out why I was wearing
yeah, well, usually we don't go to parades in the middle of Valentine's Day. It wasn't Valentine's. Well, there was a little mix of Valentine's Day. We were all feeling in love, definitely, that day.
Yeah, sorry, ladies. Your Valentine's Day may have been a little different than you expected.
But if there's a lot of kids born 9 months after Valentine's Day, we know why.
Be a lot of newborn babies born around Thanksgiving.
Yes, and their names will all be Saquon, Jalen, or Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, I think Cooper's gonna be really popular.
Yeah,
ladies now and
or Zach. I can name a whole laundry list.
Yeah,
but,
a lot of Jalen's,
a lot of Jalen's, a lot of Saquons.
Yeah, but maybe someone made our kid Scan Talk. How interesting would that be?
Yeah, maybe we'll probably be old by then and retire. But we can do one from the nursing home.
Yeah, possibly someone will name their child Moose. How about
right,
that?
Moose. Oh yeah, that would be me. I am the Moose. I'm just jumping in. I'm the Moose. If you haven't seen me around, I like to get around, especially during Eagles events. Big Eagles fan, if you can't tell. And it's been a hell of a week. It's been an awesome week. 2 weeks, really.
Right, and we're both wearing Moose shirts.
Yeah, Moose is loose. Got my own T-shirts. Got my own, you name it. We got mugs, sweatshirts. But you have to check it out. Go on my Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook, Christopher the Moose Cunningham. Instagram, Christopher the Moose Cunningham. TikTok, the Moose Cunningham. And I'm also on YouTube at the Moose 317.
Right. Follow.
And there's links on there for my T-shirts and all kinds of other cool stuff, if you're interested.
Right. I bought my T-shirt. It came in. It fits great. It's thin. With the weather getting warmer soon, it's going to be great to wear this T-shirt. Support my good friend Moose.
And we'll do an episode about all that good stuff down the road. Right now, we're here to just celebrate what's been an awesome, like I said, epic couple weeks. And once again, we'd like to thank Joe, the owner of Fusco's Italian Water Ice in Wilmington, Delaware. They're one of the iconic staples in the state. Best water ice in the land. Can't get enough of it. I'd like to thank Joe once again. He was here earlier, he had to run out. We got my man Drew in the back holding the fort down. It's a great family-owned business. And I highly recommend you come to Fusco's. Even if you're out of the area, it's worth the drive. Come to Fusco's Water Ice.
It's certainly worth the drive. Like I said, I'm on my second cup of lemon water ice. I'm making a third cup before I leave.
Good stuff.
Everything, the espresso ice cream I had, it comes straight from Italy. Nothing fake in there. No fake preservatives or artificial flavor. It's the real deal. It's all natural. It's incredible. Best water ice / ice cream I've ever had. And now, Moose, may I ask, your face is painted.
Yeah, how about that? I was born this way, or?
I thought you wake up like that naturally in the morning. You had to do a little work?
A couple weeks ago, I did wake up this way. Minus the wings. I took the wings off, but the face paint on the goatee, actually, I said, I have to do it again tomorrow. I might as well keep it on and save some time.
Right. You look great, and everyone knows you as the Moose.
Yeah, thank you.
People starting to recognize you, right, from what I hear?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm an average guy. I'm a dad, father, 3, husband. Have a real job. Actually, I work right down the street. Run the trucks for American veterans out of a thrift store in Wilmington, Delaware. So that's my day job, my real job. But this is not, I wouldn't call doing this a job. This is a way of life. This is fun. Right. Love our birds. And the group of guys, Dennis, We're all big Eagles fans. We frequent the C6 tailgate up at Wells Fargo Center, which is the ultimate of tailgates. If you want great food experience and friendship, I mean, they're my brothers. C6 tailgate. They're the best, and they're champion. They're champions. We're all champions. Champions gravitate towards champions.
Right. If it wasn't for C6, we would know each other. I mean, Eagles. It's not just getting together on a Sunday and just rooting for a football team to win a game. Eagle fans become family. You go down to tailgates as the season goes on. More and more people come to the tailgates. More and more people enjoy the season. You get to meet people. Look forward to September. The Eagles just won the Super Bowl 2 weeks ago. I'm already counting down the days to September for Eagles home opener to get together with Moose and a group of guys and just have a good time.
Well,
tailgate the games.
I'm counting down also, but I'm also savoring the moments because each and every day, till the Eagles they are now, they hear it now, the world champions of football. And we can say that twice, 2 times, and guarantee, mark my words, 3 times is possible next year.
Right.
Very possible.
They're a young team. They have just only a few free agents. So
very young team.
Should be back next year.
Very young team, one of the youngest in the NFL. Howie Roseman, I'll tell you, he and Howie we trust. We got Cooper DeJean. We had.
If you look at the last 2 drafts, every player they drafted contributed.
Yes, they started. They started right off the bat, and they made a big impact. I mean, the whole season. And as we know in the Super Bowl, Cooper, big interception for a touchdown, big pick 6. So
And last year they started off 10-1, and they struggled a little bit late in the year, and they go out and they sign the best running back in football. Nowadays,
thank you, New York Giants.
Hey, one man's trash is another man's a goal.
Well, New York Giants, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but we all know that they're not the brightest folks out there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that organization, but hopefully they stay bad.
Yeah, I love it. I love their demise.
Yeah, keep doing what they're doing.
Keep doing. And same with the Cowboys too. As long as Jerry Jones owns that team. Thank you, Jerry, for owning the team.
Is it out 30 years since our last Super Bowl?
It's 1995, I believe.
Yeah. And
yes, 30 years, yes.
And not only haven't they won a Super Bowl since 95, they haven't been to a Super Bowl since 1995.
They haven't been in an NFC Championship game since 1995. I think they don't. I haven't looked up stats yet. I'm just going off of what I believe is the Cowboys have only been in one. They only won 2 playoff games. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. 3 at the most. Yeah, they're very inept. But anyway, that's a whole nother show for another day. I'm not here. Why rip the Cowboys? We know they suck. Dallas sucks. We know that. And the Birds are your world champions. Best organization in the 2000s. One of the best.
And we just had a parade 2 weeks ago. And not a bad Friday morning.
That was a beautiful Friday morning. Over 1 million people. I don't know what the official number was. Dennis and myself, along with Monty G, my wife, my kids, Howie Brown. They have the Eagles tailgate bus. They're the D2 tailgate. They had a big, nice tailgate set up. We're located in Broad and Reed. Shout out to Philly Milk. He was there also, and it was a good time.
I arrived at the parade approximately about 7:30. I met up with Moose. What time did you get down at the parade?
I was there at the lot on the corner, Broad and Reed, at 5 a.m.
Did anybody interview you or?
Yeah, if you look at my social media, CBS 3 was there bright and early. He did a nice little interview with me, asking me if I was out for a jog or walking the dog. They asked about the face paint. I'm sorry, I didn't get back to that question. You did that just tied back into your question. The face paint. I do the goatee. My wife does the eagle wings. I'm not that coordinated. Anybody that knows me will know that. And she does a hell of a job. And I'd like to thank her for taking the time, even though sometimes she probably doesn't want to. So.
And everything looks perfect. There's not a line misplaced there. Everything looks well.
Not yet.
But approximately how long does it take to do everything?
Well, 45 minutes. I do the goatee. I do the goatee first. I don't know if anybody's interested in this, but goatee first, and I wait for my wife when she, on her terms, to come in and do my wings. So she may have me waiting around sometimes.
And it looks incredible. And
Thank you.
he has his own YouTube page. Please follow him on YouTube.
The Moose, right?
It's at the Moose 317
Yes.
on YouTube. So
Yes, a lot of shorts, what they call shorts, and
yeah, I need to build it up a little bit.
yeah,
But, you know.
a lot of fun videos. He has a good time and very interesting videos. I certainly think you'll enjoy the videos.
Yeah, but it's a hell of a week, and the week actually started. Super Bowl week actually started off. As you know, you were there, Dennis.
Right.
Would you like to talk about that a little bit? Just a little. That's going to be a different show, also.
Yes. Leading up to the Super Bowl.
That Friday. What did we do that Friday?
There was an event very early in the morning. Approximately doors open at 8 a.m. I believe.
Doors open at 8 a.m. I was there at 5 a.m.
Yes, I was there probably about 6:30 a.m. I may have been drinking an adult beverage or two in the parking lot.
I had none.
You had other things on your mind that day.
I was worried about trying to eat a lot of wings and win $2 grand.
Yes. And how many wings did you eat in 15 minutes?
Well,
Or did they give
I
you
was-
credit for it?
well, I was. Let's talk about that a different day. I came up short.
did an excellent job. Did an excellent
Yeah,
job.
you can't win them all. Fourth place. It's not my first rodeo. I've done several wing competitions, done several eating competitions. Did well in some, did bad in some others. It's a learning experience. Fried mushroom eating contest up in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania in September. I did that last September, came in second.
And that's one thing I never heard of.
It's
Can you explain it a little bit?
It's a
Mushroom eating contest?
mushroom eating contest. It's in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, every September. Kennett Square is the mushroom capital of the world.
Okay.
I always say of the world for everything.
So you learned something on Scan Talk.
It might not be the world, but
Yeah.
they produce
We'll go along
mushrooms
with it.
up in Kennett Square. So the town has a big mushroom festival for the whole weekend. It's usually in the beginning of September. And on the Sunday, they have a mushroom eating contest, fried mushroom eating contest. They also have a hot sauce contest before that, where different individuals sit down and they have different levels of hot sauce, and they dunk the fried mushroom into it, and last man standing, because it goes from low grade to high grade.
Right.
I was going to do that, but I said no. I need to win the big prize. So
Did you have to do anything to qualify for that competition?
no, you did not. You just register, you show up, and the funny thing is, I hate mushrooms. Can't stand.
Not many people like mushrooms. It's the one thing I don't think.
Excuse me.
If you go around and ask kids at a baseball game, what's your favorite food? I'd be shocked if anybody says mushrooms.
Yeah, they were deep fried. They look like fried balls. Breaded fried balls.
And we're not going to edit that one out. Fried balls.
Fried balls. Yeah, nothing inappropriate about that. So ate them. Came in second. I think I did 4.5 pounds in 8 minutes.
Wow, that's impressive.
And for not liking mushrooms, I psyched myself out. I didn't even think about what I was shoving in my mouth. I just shoved it in my mouth.
How'd you prep yourself for that event?
Well, that's a secret. I don't want to give away what I do. Let's just put it this way. And I'd like to thank my good friend Bill L. Wingador Simmons, 5-time Wing Bowl champion. If you don't know what the Wing Bowl is, look it up.
Yes.
It's not. They stopped doing that in 2018. But Bill was a champion eater, and he gave me secrets to the trade.
Okay.
And this is another show, another day for another show. I guess I'm doing a preview of what's up and coming.
Yes.
We will, when we figure it out, have Bill Wingador Simmons on the show.
Right.
He has the WWC Wingador Wing Challenge events that he's going to be starting to run in different areas. The wing pole came back to cheerleaders through his partnership, through their partnership with WWC, with W.
Right. And I went to that event, went there 4 times, 2001, 2002, 2004, I believe it was 2014, either 2013 or 2014. And I know many people out there listening have been to that event, because I didn't go by myself in any of those events, so
Yeah.
that was wild and crazy. You know,
What time did that start in the morning?
pretty early in the morning. I think the doors opened at 5. I think the event started at 6.
Yeah.
The heater started about 7 o'clock.
Guess what time I had to be there?
What time did you have to be there?
I had to be there at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Now, I did not eat. I was behind the scenes, entourages. My wife, my beautiful wife, shout out to my beautiful wife, 14 years in a row was a wingette.
Wow.
And if you don't know what a wingette is, and most people that are watching this may know,
Yes.
a wingette is you come out with the eater, you stand up on stage with the eater, you hold the plate, you encourage the eater as they clean their wings, and you dress pretty damn sexy. Give my wife credit, she did it 14 times.
Wow.
Actually pregnant with my son 1 year,
Oh wow, that's
and
impressive.
still looked pretty damn hot.
Right. I can only imagine the adrenaline rush of eating in front of 20,000 people, broadcasted live on the radio.
Oh yeah.
And
That was a party.
right. And get back to the contest he was in, because afterwards they had extra wings. So of course, I said, let me grab a wing. They were cold wings. These aren't the normal, come out of a restaurant, come out of a, a takeout place, nice and warm and easy to eat. They were pretty tough.
They
right?
were tough. Yeah, they were. I wouldn't go out and order them if I want comfort food.
Yeah, if you're at a restaurant or a takeout place, if the food came like that, you probably send it back, tell them to warm it up a little bit. But it makes it that much more difficult, and anybody competes in those competitions. It's incredible. There might only be one winner, but they're not easy to eat.
No, and there is a train, and I'm not giving it away, like I said, there is a way to train for this. You just don't show up. It's not about how many you can eat, it's about speed. It's all about speed. Anybody can sit there for 2 hours and stuff their face. But can you stuff your face in 5 minutes?
And and you can't, you eat, you leave, you can't spit anything out,
No, there's rules.
Yes, there's rules. This isn't just, you put anything in your mouth and, there's rules. And to be in that contest, it's impressive.
So, with the wing pull was an excellent experience. And there's a couple other events coming up soon, so check out my stuff, check out Dennis's stuff.
Right.
Check out our boy James. Shout out to James who's here today. James, why don't you come on in real quick?
Yeah. He was my first guest on the very first episode of Scan Talk. I wouldn't be here without James. Please subscribe to his channel. Here comes James.
Yeah, there's James, Super Eagle fan also.
JHAO33 on YouTube.
That's right.
Please subscribe. He's got 1,354 followers
That's right.
on YouTube. Thanks, James.
Thanks for chatting, man.
He's the executive producer today.
He's the executive producer. He knows what he's doing.
Well, now, we're in February. After February comes March.
Well,
Any events in March coming up?
Well, it's weird. There is, but it's crazy how with the Eagles being in the Super Bowl and of course winning the Super Bowl in the parade, what overlapped with that and everybody forgot about, and including me, the Phillies started spring training.
Right.
So first game was on the air yesterday on WIP. Scott Fransky
Yes.
covers Kevin Stocker. Scott's one of the best in the business. Actually, not to be favorable, but all our Phillies announcers from Merrill Reese.
We're spoiled with our legendary
Yeah,
announcers.
we have legendary announcers. Some are with us still. Merrill's been doing it. Merrill's in his 80s. I was a little kid listening to Merrill. Late Harry Callis.
Yeah.
Richie Ashburn, yeah.
I mean, we've been spoiled. Dan Baker's been the public address announcer of the Phillies. We've been
Oh, yeah.
very spoiled with our legendary, legends that come through this town.
We got the best of the best because we are the best, and that's all you can ask.
And the one thing with Eagles playing all the way to February 9th is they cut out a lot of the downtime, because maybe February could get a little boring for a lot of football
Right.
teams. It ends in December, January, and baseball doesn't start really until March or late February. So with the Eagles playing all the way until January 9th and on a parade on February 14th, they cut out a lot of.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't realize. I said, oh wow, the Phillies are in spring training, and they did a game, pardon me, on the radio yesterday.
Yeah.
So, let's get ready for that.
As the Eagles were prepping on February 7th, pitchers and catchers were reporting.
Yeah, and that's usually the news,
Right.
but
Forgot
thank
that.
God the Birds were where they were at. So, but the Phillies, the last couple of years didn't end the way we wanted it. It's been
A little short.
a little short. But the problem I have is, and I hope they have done, they didn't have a big offseason.
Right.
They're pretty much set on their roster. They believe it's a roster that can win the World Series. Baseball's such a long season, injuries, slumps, you know, it's to maintain that momentum. Like last year, the Phillies started out high.
Yeah, they peaked probably too soon. They peaked in May, unfortunately, May or June.
But it's, in my opinion, you want to get a jump to stay ahead of the Braves because we know the Braves are damn good. And then you got the Mets who are the Mets. Okay,
Right.
you know, they beat the Phillies last year in the second round, which was the Phillies' actually first round because they had a bye.
Right.
So
yeah, they came in red hot last year. They signed the biggest prize free agent out there.
which I think is stupid spending money on them like
Honestly,
that.
I was actually kind of, as a Phillies fan, people said, "Are you mad that the Braves signed Juan Soto?" I said, "No, not really." I
No,
said,
it wasn't the Braves, it was Mets.
The Mets. I'm sorry, the Mets signed Juan.
Mets,
I said, "You know what?" I said, "Now that money's tied up with Juan Soto, they're not going to sign very many free agents."
Well, I think it's stupid because what Juan Soto pulls a hammy.
Yeah.
What if he
$750 million
gets a ball thrown in his face? I mean, I'm not wishing bad luck on the guy, but
It's a lot of money on one player.
I think it's stupid. And I think, you're not going to win in baseball especially. You need to build through your farm system.
Exactly.
I mean, that really with baseball, that's the big, big thing.
Yeah, look at the Phillies infield right now. It's a lot of homegrown talent.
Yeah.
Bohm and
Alec Boehm,
Nola and
Nola,
Stott.
Stout, yeah, I mean.
You can't sign 25, 26 free agents for hundreds of millions of
No,
dollars.
it doesn't. It's not going to get you real. It looks good on paper. It might get butts in the seats.
Yes.
But trust me, if that team starts tanking,
It's going to get ugly down there.
which leads me into my next thing. Speaking of tanking, usually around this time of year, we start looking forward to the NBA playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know about any of yous out there.
You can handle this thing right now.
I'm glad to, sir.
Yes, it's a rough one.
And trust me, just like the team's coming up short, I'm going to be short on what I got to say about it. We'll see. The Sixers. Usually we should be excited. Hey, it's going into March. Playoffs are around the corner. They suck. They suck this year.
Yeah, we had a parade on February 14th. I don't think we're going to have any parades in June. Barring an absolute miracle.
Unless we want to have a parade just for the hell of it. It ain't going to be a Sixers
Have a
parade.
Scan Talking Moose parade.
We'll have a Scan Talking Moose parade. And we'll only charge, tickets will be cheap. Sorry, folks, we got to charge.
Yeah, it'll probably be us two, maybe three other people.
I could probably get a marching band. Yeah.
Speaking of marching bands, are any parades in March coming up?
Yes, St. Patrick's, and that's another biggie, especially I'm Irish American. St. Patty's is coming up, as we know. We got lots of events in Philadelphia, in Delaware. The Saturday before St. Patty's. Now St. Patty's is on Monday, so when I mean Saturday before, I mean the weekend before.
March 15th.
Well, it's going to. I don't have a calendar in front of me. More the Saturday before that.
Okay, I think
The Irish Culture Club of Delaware does their annuals, and they've been around. Let's see, I'm 50 years old, so I think it's their 50th or 51st or 49th, somewhere. Okay, so the Irish Culture Club of Delaware, like I said, it's about. I'm 50, so it's somewhere around my age. That's how long they've been doing it. And it's a parade they do every year. They start at 4th and King Street in Wilmington, Delaware, and they march all the way down to 15th and King to the St. Patrick's Church. They usually have what's called in Irish a hoolie. Tent set up, you get a mug, you get your mug filled with beer, DJ, good time. And that usually leads to an all-day party.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Right.
That certainly sounds like a good time. And that'll take us through March, and then the Phillies.
I usually I marched in that parade last year with the Stapler Club, which I'm a member of. It's a club in the Trolley Square area of Wilmington. So that's a lot of fun.
Right.
Wear a kilt, face paint, of course.
He's the Moose, yes.
I'm the Moose.
Yes.
And that's a good time. And then you have St. Patrick's Day itself, and there's so many different things to do. I'm still maybe trying to come up with something different to do. But anyway, that's pretty much. Then you get to March 18th.
Yeah, and then you wait for Philly's their opener. I believe it's March 31st. It's on a Monday. I could be wrong with the day, but I know it's the last Monday in March. The Phillies home opener. And we always talk about Eagle tailgates, which are incredible. It's hard to have a bad time at an Eagles tailgate. The Phillies home opener usually attracts a nice tailgate.
Yeah, I've tailgated for a couple home openers. Usually regular season games. It's get off work, hurry up and get the hell up there, beat the traffic.
Yeah. They always make it 3 o'clock, which I never understood. 3 o'clock. It'd be nice if they had 7 o'clock home opener, but everyone has to rush out of work.
It'd be nice to have a 1 o'clock home
Yeah.
opener on a Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Saturday or Sunday home opener. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know why they have Monday at 3 p.m. home opener.
We don't make the rolls. We don't make the schedule. But I want to bring up the Sixers again because I did what I wanted to do. We pretty much cut that off. I'm not going to sit here and talk about Embiid, and I'm not going to rep. I could do that's a whole different podcast.
Right.
We could do a 2-hour one on that.
Yeah, won't be
It'll be
fun to
negative,
talk
though.
about. Yeah,
It'll be negative.
Yeah, on Scale Talk, we like to keep it. We like to keep
Positive, yeah.
Positive and upbeat.
And there's no reason to be negative right now.
Right.
The Birds are the world champions. They are the world champions.
Here's to the parade.
They're having a bad day. Think to
days
yourself, you're breathing, you're alive, you're on the right side of the dirt, and the Birds are the world champions.
Right. And before you know it, as you go through April and May, the NFL draft. Well, actually, free agency happens in March and April.
Yes, free
Football
agency.
fans.
And then we have the draft, which
Right.
is where this year, I don't know.
That I don't know.
I can't remember.
It's not
'cause they
Philly,
moved around.
unfortunately, but
At that draft, you'll see some of our diehard buddies, Chris Nady, Philly sports guy, and the real Santa himself, Rick Riley. Shout out.
we're always down tailgate with us at the
At C6.
C6 of the Eagles home game.
And I just like, we talk about C6, I just like to give a little shout out to the man that makes it happen behind the curtain, Sean Holt. He does a hell of a job, balls to the wall, super Eagle fan, Sean. He's my brother. Love you, man. I mean, you do a hell of a job. Love all them guys. We are truly one big family. And it's just, we're blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be a part of this. Blessed, we're all blessed to be together and then make some great things happen.
Right. I joined late. I started attending. The first game was the Dallas game, which I believe was the Sunday after Christmas. And I look forward to next season. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Most likely, you would think week 1 they played a Thursday night home opener.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that seems like the NFL's had that pattern. The Patriots had it for years. The Chiefs had it for years. So it's 6.5 months. It'll be here before you know it. And one of my favorite days of the year, anybody that knows, I like to go to at least one Eagles road trip a year. Usually, actually 2. One road trip and one day trip. Schedule usually comes out about 2 weeks after the draft, around May 20th.
Well, there's already the teams we're playing.
Right.
We just don't now. Of course, we play the Giants twice. The team in Dallas twice, the team in DC twice. The team in DC. I mean, let's get it. That'd be a couple Commanders, Commies, Redskins, which leads me. Somehow I'm going back to the Sixers because I said the Washington team.
Don't they have the same owner?
They have the same owner, Joshua Harris. Okay. Here's what you can do, buddy. And I'm talking to you. The Moose is talking to you, pal. And whether you watch this or not, I couldn't give a shit.
We'll make sure you watch us.
Yeah, we'll make sure you watch us. I'll go down there and put some Moose's Loose stickers all over your freaking car. Here's the bottom line. You go ahead and have your little Commies team or Commanders team down there. That's great. Hey, man, it's the American dream. But to own multiple sports teams, one thing that still bugs me, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, okay, in Philadelphia, all 4 teams always congratulate each other. It's a family down there at the sports complex. The only team, and I'll tell you, you tell me,
Right.
that did not congratulate the Eagles.
Oh, he's bitter. His team was.
What's the name of the team now that didn't
That
congratulate?
team that would beat the NFC Championship game. The
No.
Washington Commanders.
No, the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs?
No. The Redskins. The Sixers did not congratulate the Eagles.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, I knew that. And now I could be wrong. Maybe they came back and finally did it 10 weeks later.
I don't believe so. No,
But so, look, the Sixers are a mess. They're a joke. I don't know why I'm going back. This is supposed to be a happy time, but it's the Philadelphia way to get pissed off about something, even in the greatest of times.
Right.
And I'm not going to. Sixers,
Well, it ended on a good note with the Sixers. Is they'll probably have a lottery pick. They'll get a good draft pick.
And they'll screw that up,
Yeah.
too. I mean, I don't even want to talk about the process. That was a joke.
Right.
So, anyway.
So after Scan Talk blows up, I promise I will only buy one professional franchise. I will not buy more than one franchise.
I'm going to make my own up.
Yeah, and he actually owns a third team too, the New Jersey Devils in hockey.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I mean,
Yeah. Hey.
there's no rules against it, but
Nah, there's not. I mean, there was talk Jeffrey Lurie was going to buy the Celtics. Now, I don't know if that was rumor or bullshit or what. How do you feel about that?
yeah, I mean,
I hate the Celtics.
Well, team the Celtics. It's
Being an Irishman, it's Celtics. So get it right, Boston, not Celtics.
I know. I always wondered that. Like it's pronounced
Because-
St. Patrick's Day parade differently when you're watching an NBA game on TV. It's spelled the
Yeah,
same way.
but they're no more Irish than I am German.
And I can only imagine with the Eagles coming off a Super Bowl win, what the road trips will be next year. They play in Tampa, they play in Buffalo, they play in Kansas
They
City.
got a tough road schedule.
Yeah, very tough. I can only imagine Eagle fans in Kansas City, they might be running their mouth a little bit with after a couple alcoholic beverages. in Kansas City.
What, our fans?
Nah, I don't.
Or their fans?
Our fans, they won't.
Now, our fans, look, you were around the C6 guys, we're very respectful. We're very respectful of the other fans from the other cities. Case in point, Pittsburgh, Troy, shout out to you, brother. Met him, he came over, he was a guest at C6 tailgate. I believe Jamie, his Philly sports guy, had him as his guest. And became great friends with Troy. Talked to him once in a while on the phone. Great guy. Carolina Panthers, DJ Howe. Met him, same deal. Great guy. You're a diehard fan of another team and you're from that town.
More power to you.
Yeah, I mean, all respect. I mean, if I go to another town, do I want somebody being an asshole to me? I'll be honest with you. I really don't give a shit if they're an asshole to me. Okay? I got two things I can either do. I'll go the high road.
Right.
I'll ignore them.
And Eagles also play in Green Bay. I've never been to Green Bay. From what I hear, there's not a whole lot to do with that near that stadium. And also, I believe
It's in Illinois. It's in a neighborhood.
yeah, it's strange. They also play in Minnesota, and we all know what happened. Well, I don't think it was the last time they played in Minnesota. This Eagles Super Bowl 2018 was won at Minnesota Stadium.
Right.
So, Eagle fans are going to come out and support the team this year. It's
Oh,
really
always do.
crazy. Always do.
do.
And year after the Super Bowl,
And
it's
we're always
wild and
well
crazy.
behaved.
Exactly.
Okay.
You might hear about that one or two knucklehead that ruins it for everybody.
Well, there's a knucklehead in every
Yes.
crowd, whether it's at a sporting event, at the shopping mall, at work. There's always a knucklehead or five,
Right.
or 6 or 7 in a group that are just looking for attention or just want an excuse to be an asshole.
Right. And Eagles also play in Buffalo, and they're known for
That's going to be interesting.
That's gonna be
yes,
wild.
they're known to throw what now? Yeah, people through
Body
tables.
slam, people through tables,
Yeah.
leg drop people through tables.
Yeah, we don't do that around our way.
No.
We like to cook good food
Yes.
and eat it.
And stay safe. I like to walk. I like to walk out of the tailgate with all my bones still intact.
Yeah. The Buffalo fans they're passionate, and hey, they haven't won. They never won a Super Bowl. To be there 4. Imagine if that was us 4 years in a row.
God. And they have a good team every year, but they just can't. I think it's 4 years in a row they lost to Kansas City in the playoffs.
Well,
4 out of 5
no,
years.
Buffalo. I'm talking back when
Oh yeah, the '90s.
when Tim Kelly was the quarterback.
Yeah, 4 Super Bowls.
4 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
And they lost that heartbreaker when Norwood missed that field goal. Was it Norwood? And it went wide right or left? I can't remember.
And unfortunately, it was our 3 biggest rivals. They lost the
Stinking
Giants
Cowboys.
first, Washington in the 2nd Super Bowl, and the Stinking Cowboys in the 3rd and 4th Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was rooting for Buffalo in all 4 Super Bowls.
Me too. Oh, I would never, ever. It could be. Let's do a matchup. The Cowboys versus Tom Brady and the Patriots. Well, I hope they both end in a tie. But there's no way in God's green earth I would ever root for the Dallas Stinking Cowboys in a Super Bowl. Actually, I probably wouldn't even watch. And I'm a football fan. I'd be going to the movies that day.
We come to Foodsco's, have some water ice.
I come to
together.
Fusco's, eat some wings from somewhere, sit here and
Eat incredible.
and
water ice.
meditate. But anyway,
And once again, I want to thank Fusco's for allowing us to be here.
Yes.
4th generation business since 1957.
Very
Located
good
at
food.
3926 Kirkwood Highway. Follow them on Instagram at Fusco's Water Ice.
.com?
Yes, .com.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. That's like the internet.
Yeah. Everything in the 90s was .com.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, let's tell our age.
Yeah, we're past the .com era.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes.
So, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's a couple eating events coming up that I'll be sharing. Dolan's Bar, Ridley Park, home of the Eagles superfan. It's the Eagles bar.
Yes.
The Moose will be there sometimes, and it's a great bar. Dolan's Bar, and they're having an event in April. I'm still waiting to hear back. They want to do it. There might be an eating contest there, so.
And hopefully Scan Talk will be there also. I look forward to
Hopefully Scan Talk will be. If I hijack.
Yeah. I look forward to that event.
So.
You know, like I said earlier, being an Eagles fan, it's like being part of a family. There's tailgates, day road trips to, New York or Washington, or, weekend road trips throughout the season. Eagle fans travel in bunches. Everyone enjoys each other. You make new friends. If it wasn't for the Eagles, I wouldn't know Moose. I can't put the words out
Great
there.
knowing you, brother.
Same here. I can't thank you enough for coming on the podcast.
Oh yeah, thank you. You're going to see more of me.
Oh yeah. We hope to do more shows in the near future.
We're gonna blow this up, just like the Birds of Champions. They set the table for us.
Right.
They're the table setters. But we're the champion water rights location, and it just you surround yourself with good people, good things happen.
Exactly.
Just remember that life is tough. Don't let it get you down. Stay positive. Stay focused, and go Birds.
Go Birds. And if you haven't subscribed to Scan Talk, please subscribe. Find me on YouTube. If you subscribe to the Moose, also has his own YouTube channel. Find me on Instagram.
TikTok, big hit.
TikTok, big. 800 followers on TikTok? Or?
I'm up to over 400.
400,
Like I said. I mean, it's not the thousands. I started doing all this nonsense. Not nonsense, but
If you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back. And please follow me on Facebook. And we look forward to doing more shows.
and just remember, the Moose is loose.
Scan Talk's always ready to party.
Let's
Have a
rock
good
and
time.
roll, brother.
Let's have a
And
good
have
time.
everybody have a good, safe day, good, safe week. And remember, always buckle up for safety when you're in the car. No, seriously. Well, no, do that. Just always remember, stay positive, stay healthy, enjoy life, and go Birds!
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
We'll be back again.
All
Thank
right,
you.
go Birds.
The Birds.
Hey everyone, it's me James, and I'm at the Fuse Coast,
Time Waters.
Italian Water Ice in Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware. That's where my friend, the Moose, is from, Delaware. And also, I mention these people on my YouTube show all the time. That's my friend Dennis. He has a YouTube show. It's called Scan Talk. You wanna?
Hey, episode of Scan Talk, like, subscribe. I have an Instagram page, I have a Facebook page.
Check it out.
Check it out. Brett Fusco is recording this episode. I look forward to doing, and there'll be more episodes coming shortly. Thanks for subscribing.
Thank you. And
And
also,
the Moose. I want to introduce the Moose.
I'm the Moose.
He's a crazy Eagles fan. And we
Get
went
better
to
to
the
beat her.
C6 tailgate party together. And the Moose does a lot of short videos and YouTube stuff, and also Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So you want to tell them what you do?
Love the Birds. We're Super Bowl champions. Follow me, Christopher the Moose Cunningham Facebook, Christopher the Moose Cunningham Instagram, Moose Cunningham on TikTok, and I'm on YouTube at the Moose 317. I also like to say where we're at today, filming this episode. This is Joe from Fusco's, the owner of Fusco's Water Ice in Delaware. This is coming up, 1 year anniversary of the location here on Kirkwood Highway. They're open year round. Best water ice, by far none, in the state of Delaware, and probably on the East Coast, and much, much, much farther than that. It is good. I'm not just saying that. You got to get here, especially if you're from around here, you can attest to it. Come on down, get some Fusco's water ice, and remember, coming soon, the stand in Wilmington, the stand that's been around for 60 years, ran by Joe's grandfather. Great-grandfather will be opening up come March, I believe.
Come back.
Come back.
Yep.
So this is an iconic location, iconic business in Delaware, and of course the Moose is here. So I see a lot of icons here right now. So one more thing I got to say: tune in to all our stuff. Come to Fusco's, and remember, the Birds, the world champions, baby. Go Birds!
That's right.
Go Birds!
And also, before we go, since we're talking about water ice right now, and I have one question for Joe.
Yes, sir.
From the Fuse Coast water ice, I heard a lot of good stuff from him, the Moose, about your water ice. And you say that you have the best water ice in the world. So can you tell us what makes your water ice? And I think he also mentioned milkshake.
Milkshake.
So magical. What makes it so magical?
Our products are made with all natural, real ingredients, okay? So nowadays things get commercialized, mass manufactured, chemicals, artificial stuff. We do everything fresh, all real ingredients. And anybody that likes food, knows food, even if you don't really know food, you know that when it's fresh and the ingredients are real, it matters. The ingredients matter. So this is a quality product. You know, this is a very traditional method in how we do it. My great-grandfather, like I said, 68 years ago, we haven't changed anything. Anything that we have done new, we have done it in the same fashion. Our ice cream, all real, no gums, no preservative, no nothing like that, no dyes, no nothing. I mean, that's what makes it quality, is the authenticity and the ingredients that we use, and the pride and love that we put into everything that we have.
Absolutely. And just to say one thing in regards to that, 6-time Wing Bowl champion Bill Olingador Simmons had this water ice back in September. Check out the video. It's on my YouTube page. I believe it's on Fusco's Water Ice. If you follow that, actually, follow it now.
Fusco's Water Ice, Kirkwood Highway, and then there's Fusco's Italian Water Ice. That's two different pages, one for the stand and one for this new location.
Exactly. And Bill Olingador Simmons said this is the best water ice he ever had. And that's coming from a champion, a foodie. That's coming from the man. He's a champion, and Fusco's is a champion.
When we served this in South Philly, people were blown away because they said it reminds them of when they were kids, when people used to do it the old-fashioned way back before they had all these artificial things. So they're blown away because nobody else has it like that anymore. So
that's right.
You know, you want to impress, if you're impressing South Philly and Jersey and folks like that with water ice, come on. I mean, they know what's up.
The king of water ice.
Just like the Birds are champions, Fusco's a champion.
That's right.
Just remember, we only associate with champions, brother. So what you going to do when you come to Fusco's and get blown away by the taste of their excellent water ice? And what you going to do when the Birds repeat next year? And just what you going to do, brother? Go Birds!
Go Birds.